Oh no, I almost hit the tree. Yeah, no, whatever. Hello everybody, it is Michael, and I saw Rogue One last night. It should have been called Rogue 1 out of 10 because it was not very good, and I'm very, very jealous of the people who love it so much, because some people think that movie's ending is the best ending to any movie they've ever seen, and that it's one of the better Star Wars films. And I mean, maybe it's because I'm not as into Star Wars, so I didn't really care about the lore as much, but I just was not invested at all. You know you did a bad job when me, the guy who cried at 5-minute Piper and the 2.5-minute Space Between Us trailer, did not feel any emotions at all throughout your movie. I mean, I laughed like a few times. I want to say when I laughed, but that would spoil the jokes. But anyway, I would not recommend it. But on the other hand, I saw Storks on Friday, and that was insanely good. It was such a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Oh my goodness, Storks, such a good movie. Rogue One, not so much. Mr. CGI guy, what the heck was that? What the heck was that? Were they like, oh, we have so much money and people love Star Wars so much that they won't notice that this guy looks awfully fake, an uncanny valley area. It's like, okay, but like, you didn't really think we wouldn't notice, right? Because it doesn't look that good. Like, you could make giant spaceships explode and make it look real, but you couldn't get a guy, a normal human guy, with nothing wrong with him, right? Like, he doesn't have any CGI scars or anything, you know, over his face. He doesn't have any... He's just a normal guy. And they screwed him up. That was the most unrealistic thing in the movie. You know, it's like, they have robots that walk, talk, and hang out, and they have giant exploding machines that can destroy planets at a time. And the most unrealistic thing about the movie is the guy, the CGI man, Mr. CGI guy. Like, come on. I could talk a little bit more about it, but spoilers, and right. But Force Awakens, insanely good. I'm not trying to hate on Star Wars to try to be cool, because I think it's a really cool series, and I like it, and it's fun to watch, but not Rogue One. Rogue One was not fun to watch. And maybe it's because I haven't seen the prequels, so I don't know how bad it can get. But Rogue One was probably my least favorite Star Wars film. I've only seen the original trilogy and Force Awakens, so I don't know. I mean, yeah. Anyway, today at school, I took my Modern British Literature midterm and hung out with some friends and got a Christmas gift. This shirt, actually, is it. It's a Stranger Things shirt from the Netflix original series Stranger Things 2016. Season 2 coming, 2017, summer probably. Love it. It's a good series. It's really good. You should watch it if all of my excessive talking about it throughout this entire semester is not enough. But this semester is over, which means 7 out of the 8 high school semesters are over, and that is an insane thought, because this semester has been a crazy roller coaster of a time. It's been fun, it's been bad, it's been good, it's been sad, it's kind of covered all the bases, you know? And it's just... oh my goodness, I cannot believe the high school's almost over. I cannot believe that we only have 1 semester left, and it's kind of getting very emotional. But as I usually do, I'm going to go throughout all the classes and say what I thought about them now that 2 of them are over. So there's, in the morning, senior Bible class, which... it's okay. I mean, I have it next semester too, so it's not like it's ending. Then they go to Fit for Life, which I really, really like because I get to hang out with my friends, and it's basically, whoa, Michael, you can be social. That's not a weird thing. And also, it's study hall, so if I don't get something done, it's like a little extra time. It's like, there we go. Don't worry, Michael, we got you. Got you covered. Then after that I go to pre-calculus, which is not as hard as I thought it would be. I'm actually understanding the concepts and I know how to do some of this stuff. And it's crazy. Like, I have a 94 average in that class. What? In a math class I have an A? That is insane. Then after that I go to Modern British Literature, and most of it was kind of okay. You know, it was like, I really like the class. I love the teacher. I love some of my classmates. But Chronicles of Narnia just isn't really my thing. And then after that, we get to Harry Potter. And this next semester is entirely Harry Potter. So I'm really excited for this. If you couldn't tell by how many times I'm like, yep, I love Harry Potter. Because this class is so good. And it's making me love Harry Potter even more. Such a good class and series. And I love the class. And I can't wait for it to get even better in this next semester. Then after that, I go to chemistry, which is where things get a little bit not as wonderful. This class was just kind of... I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. You know, I didn't understand most of the concepts, and it's just, yeah, it really stinks. But we had some fun labs, and some of the classmates were pretty cool. Not all of them, but some of them were nice. Then after that, I go to lunch, and you know, lunch is lunch. You eat food, and I was actually invited to hang out with some of my friends, like maybe late October, early November, sometime around then. And that has exponentially increased my enjoyment of lunchtime. So that's fun because it's like I get to hang out with people and talk about multiple different things and not just like the same thing with the same person every day for years, which I love him. He's great. But I mean, earlier this semester when I was hanging out with them, they all just talked about their own show, and I was like, okay, or not really their own, but you know, the show that they all watch that I don't really partake in because it's just not exactly my favorite. Just, you know, sitting there while they're talking about it every day for a few months is just kind of like, okay, yeah, that's fun. Yep, okay. I kind of want to do something else now. What time is it? When do I go to my last class? Which is psychology, which is segue time. Psychology was an interesting class because, like, it was interesting in and of itself. It was like, whoa, the human mind is whack. That's crazy. I didn't know it could do that. I didn't know this could happen. And it was very interesting to learn about, but it was like, hey man, you have friends, because this was like before Fit for Life made me like where I was hanging out with my friends during Fit for Life. But so during psychology, I just talked to one of my friends for like a lot of the time. And because a lot of the time psychology ends early because it's like, you know, it's the last class of the day and we're all juniors or seniors, so we could just leave. And so usually it ends like 10 minutes at least early. So, you know, I got to hang out with one of my friends, and then another one of my friends just kind of started hanging out with us because she was just there at the school not having a last period class or last block class. And it was just a lot of fun, and it made me feel like, whoa, I have friends. This is amazing. I love senior year because I have friends that don't live, 7+ hours away. It was just a nice class. And then the class itself was really cool, and I liked it, and our teacher was super nice. But it's just, I don't know. When you have, like, kind of feelings of loneliness for most of your life, and a class kind of helps solve that, it's just kind of a nice, funny, warm feeling, and it feels really nice. And then after that, psychology was over. So sometimes when psychology ended, I just hung out with my friends because it's like, hey, we don't have the last block class. Periods are 45 minutes, blocks are an hour and a half. Psychology was an hour and a half class. That's why I'm correcting myself over seemingly nothing. Then after that, you know, that's it. That was it. And this semester, I would say, is a thumbs up. It's my seal of approval. And it was fun. And lots of crazy stuff happened, you know? Like, lots of stuff that last semester I would have been like, what? That's insane. That's crazy. That will never happen. And then it just, whoa. Senior year. Section 1, semester 1. I don't know why I forgot the word semester and replaced it with section for like 5 seconds. Blah. I don't know. This semester has just been really good. And I hope next semester is equally as good, if not better. Next semester I'm going to Hollywood, which is amazing, but it's also like, I'm not really going with the same group of people, so... I mean, the group of people made it last year, so it's like, this is up in the air right now. Hopefully it's good, and I'm sure it'll be a fun time. But will it be as good as last year? No, that's just the answer to that question. Anyway, I'll see you guys next month in 2017. 2017. That is insane. We are 2017. Lady Layton comes out 2017. Stranger Things 2 comes out in 2017. Episode 8 of Star Wars comes out 2017, which it's gonna be amazing. It's not gonna pull a Rogue One and be awful. It's going to pull a Force Awakens and be amazing, okay? That's... Okay. Then, we're gonna continue reading Harry Potter. And it's next year's just gonna be a good year. It's gonna be better than this year. In all accounts. In the bad times this year, next year's not going to be as bad. In the good times this year, it's going to be even better next year. It's going to be great next year. Next year is going to be crazy, wild, and fun adventuring time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you all for watching. This is the end of... Oh, wow. Wow, this is the end... What part is this? This is the end of part, like, 14, right? Yeah. Because there's 4 parts a year. Right? Yeah. 4, 8. Yeah. Yeah, this is 14. Sorry, I was doing the math in my head because I'm bad at math and I needed to do it and be silent. Into part 14. That's wild. Out of 16. 14 out of 16. We are very close to the end, guys. Very, very close. And I am terrified. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you all for watching. See you guys next semester. Into part 14. It's crazy. It's fun. Merry Christmas. Have a happy holiday and have a happy new year. It's gonna be an amazing time. And I can't wait for you guys to experience the last semester with me. See you guys then.